Hello, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. We have so many things we need to do.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin?
Oh, okay. Sure, why not?
Yeah, what's your problem?
Nothing.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Very well. Just point the way.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind.
Sounds easy enough.
I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
You're gonna move? Whatever. So, I actually have no idea what time it is right now. Might actually be afternoon. Yeah. Okay, dude. Hello.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Then why did you say your hands only? Yo.
What brings you to Balliman today? Repair? Purchase?
I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
You seem quite proud of your work then.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Most impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
If I find any, I'll let you know.
You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Where do you suppose I can find fire salt?
A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
Okay,
Remember,
it seems like you're not selling
salts
anything.
will do. The forge knows the difference.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Oh, it's nice. They actually know that I'm a pickpocket.
Right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Nope. Sorry.
Hello.
Nothing.
You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit under the weather.
I should probably be. What have you got for
Everything
sale?
I've got on display, really.
Greca. You have ale, bear pelt, tunic, and other stuff. Major illusion. Too expensive. Not that it's not worth it, I just think it's a little bit too expensive. Fire resistance by 30%. Nice. Silver ruby ring. And wooden swords. Why are you... Never mind.
Take a look.
Okay, do I have anything I need to sell? Let's start with weapons. Mace of Ice. Iron Mace. This is something I don't need. Orcish Bow. That bow actually looks pretty decent, doesn't it? I'm still gonna sell it though. Scimitar, keeping you because I like how you look. 14 arrows. Steel daggers. The amulet of Sandar. Well, that's
Come back
nice.
when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows.
I actually need to find out if there is an enchanter in town. A meadery, we don't need you. The powder pawn. Do you have an enchantment table?
My husband Dorsey will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Welcome to the pod. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Robes of the Illusionist. That's cool. Let's start with weapons and see if you have anything that I can use. No, none of you guys have enchantments. Appeal, Illusion, Destruction, Amulet of Talos. Increase your magic by 30 points. That's not bad. Restoration spells. Less to cast. Okay. Destruction. It's basically the same thing except cheaper. That's a hat, is it? Okay. A hide helmet, iron stuff. Robes of the Conjunction and Destruction. All of that is well and good, but nothing I'm actually looking for here.
Until next time.
Oh, by the way, did I have a recipe for something? Contract. Okay, thank you. Huh. I remember this. We don't need it. We have to sell it to someone. Perhaps. We'll see. The bee and barb. Oh, where can I find an enchanter's table? Maybe I need to go back to... Okay, I have so many ingredients right now. I need to do something about them. Still waiting to become level 50 of that, right? Seems like it's kind of difficult now to level up.
I take a chance.
Temple of Mara. I assume the Temple of Mara can cure my disease. Okay, let's take a look at this blessing, shall we? Fortify restoration, fortify smithing. Healing spells, restore more. For 7 hours. Okay, I can use that.
Sorry, just thinking about my experiments. My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need?
Are you an alchemist?
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable.
Okay, tell me about those ingredients. It's obvious you want
To
to.
restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me?
Very well.
That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
Well, we have 2 Nirnroots. We don't have any Nightshades. That's weird.
My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.
Oh, okay. So I actually need to purchase a house somewhere where I can plant those things.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Right, so seems like I'm level 52. I have no idea when that happened. My sneak is fine. There you go, illusion 52, silent casting. I bet that's one of the best skulls of magic there is around. Cool, eh?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin?
Let's get this started with.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Easy.
No pushing, no... shoving.
Okay, I'm taking this, this, and of course the silver ring. Also leveled up.
Come on, Rielle. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity.
Is it in misks? No? Where is the ring? I forgot the name of the ring. I know it was silver or something. Ah, there it is. Madesi's silver ring.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
Make it quick.
What a waste of time.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Looking to stay alive?
What do you mean that things have been going on?
Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Just show me where I can actually make some money from stolen goods.
Alright then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften. A tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Beautiful baubles.
Buy
and
some
gleaming
armor and to tell
gemstones
about
over
it.
here.
What is it with you and all these questions? Very well. Ask away.
Okay. Careful. As fortune would have it, I didn't hit the pier. I hit the disgusting green water. I'm gonna train my illusions. They're fine. Oh, is that the alchemist's shop? Let's see if they actually have anything I can use. I do need to level up as well. Ah. Egram. Anyway.
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
There is a ledger here. Nord Mead. Egan's alchemy chest requires a key.
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Okay. Paralysis potion. Leave that. Let's just
Any
go.
luck gathering those ingredients?
Soon. Don't worry about it. As I stated before, let's not get too greedy. Just take what you need and then sell it because you don't actually need it.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Beautiful baubles and
Or make your own
gleaming
armor,
gemstones over
as a
here.
normal person would. Okay, we're almost there. Assault pile. Oh, right. We stole a recipe for invisibility potions. Beggar. Eslav Arrow was the last of the litter of 5 born to the queen of the prosperous Nordic kingdom of Erongard. I actually believe we read about the thief, right? Lafikopa and her husband King Erogard used love during pregnancy. The queen had been more than twice as white as she was tall. An act delivery took 3 months and 6 days after it had begun. It is perhaps understandable that the Lafinka elected, upon expelling Eslav, to throw, say, good riddance and die. Like many Nords, Itulav did not care very much for his wife and less for his children. His subjects were puzzled. Therefore, when it announced that he would follow the ancient tradition of his people, of Atmara, of following his beloved spouse to the grave, they had not thought they were particularly in love, nor were they aware that such a tradition existed. Still, the simple people were grateful for the little royal drama elevated their boredom, which was and is a common problem in the most obscure parts in the northern Skyrim, particularly in wintertide. He gathered his household stuff and his 5 fat, brawling little heirs in front of him and divided his estate to his son Ifnoth. He gave his title to his son Loren. He gave his land to his son Suidud. He gave his fortune to his daughter Lucifetra. He gave his army. Iltev's advisors had suggested that he keeps inheritance together for the good of the kingdom, but Iltlav did not particularly care for his advisors, or the kingdom of that matter. Upon making his announcement, he drew his dagger across his throat. One of the nurses, who was rather shy, finally decided to speak as the king's life ended away. "Your Highness, you forgot your 5th child, little Eslav." "Good," Iltlav groaned. "It is somewhat hard to concern with blood gushing from one's throat after all." The king tried in vain to think of something to bequeath, but there was nothing left. Finally, he sputtered irritably. Eslav should have taken something. And then he died. That a babe, but a few days old, was expected to demand his rightful inheritance was arguably unfair, but so Eslav Arrow was given his birthing with his father's dying bread, he would have nothing but what he had taken. Since no one else would have him, the shy nurse, whose name was Drusha, took the baby home. It was decrepit little shack, and over the years that followed, it became more and more desperate. Unable to find work, Dursbav sold all her furnishing to buy food for little Eslav. By the time he was old enough to walk and talk, she had sewed the walls of the roof and well, so they had nothing but floor to call them home. And if you've ever been to Skyrim, you can appreciate that is a secretly significant. Drusba did not tell Eslav the story of his birth, or that his brothers and sisters were leading quiet nice lives with their inheritances, for as we have said, she was rather shy and found it difficult to broach the subject. She was so painfully shy, in fact, that whenever he asked any questions about where he came from, Drusba would run away. That was more or less her answer to everything, to flee. In order to communicate with her at all, Eslav learned how to run almost as soon as he could walk. He couldn't keep up with his adopted mother at first, but in time he learned to get toe to heel if he anticipated a short but fast sprint, and heel toe if it seemed Drusba was headed for a long-distance marathon flight. He never did get all the answers he sought from her, but Eslav did learn how to run. The kingdom of Eorgrad had, in the years that Eslav was growing, became quite a grim place. King Yornham did not have a treasury, for Sodiedum had been given that. He did not have any property for income, and Laronur had been given that. He did not have any army to protect the people of Leinfentra, had been given that. Furthermore, as he was but a child, all decisions in the kingdom went through Vernhop's rather corrupt council. It had become a bureaucratic, exploitative land of high taxes, rampant crime, and regular incursions from neighboring kingdoms. Not a particular useful situation for a kingdom of Tamriel, but an unpleasant one nonetheless. The time finally came when the tax collectors arrived to Drusba's hovel, such as it was, to collect the only thing he could, the floor. Rather than protest, the poor shy maid ran away, and Eslav never saw her again. Without a home or a mother, Eslav did not know what to do. He had grown accustomed to the cold open air in Drusba's shack, but he was hungry. "May I have a piece of meat?" he asked the butcher down the street. "I'm very hungry." The man had known the boy for years. Often spoke to his wife about the sorry he felt for him. Growing up in a home with no ceiling or walls, he smiled at Eslav and said, "Go away, or I'll hit you." Eslav hurriedly left the butcher. Wow. Anyway, and went to the nearby tavern. The tavern keeper had been a former valet of the king's court, and knew that the boy was by right a prince. Many times he had seen the poor ragged lad in the streets, and sighed at the way fate had treated him. "May I have something to eat?" Eslav asked his tavern keeper. "I'm very hungry." "You are lucky you don't cook you up and eat you," replied the tavern keeper. Eslav currently left the tavern. For the rest of the day, the boy approached the good citizens of Elrode, begging for food. One person had thrown something at him, but it turned out to be an inedible rock. As night fell, a ragged man came unto Eslav, and without saying a word, handed him a piece of fruit and a piece of dried meat. The lad took it wide-eyed, and as he devoured it, he thanked the man very sweetly. "If I see you begging on the street tomorrow," the man growled, "I'll kill you myself. There are only so many beggars we of the guild allow in any one town, and you make it one too many." "You are ruining business." It was a good thing Eslav Errol knew how to run. He ran all night. Eslav Errol's story is continued in the book The Thief. Actually, his story is quite interesting. It can actually make a real chapter of a real book. Oh, my sneak increased. That's cool.
This one is different.
We've all heard that one before.
You need advice?
Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then? Well, well. Color me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
You underestimate my abilities.
Why don't you just formally join up? Quit sitting there wheeling it.
I don't know why I bothered. This place seems like a mess.
If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work. Our methods involve secrecy and discretion. Now, if you're done belly aching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats.
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Do you want me to threaten them, or try a diplomatic approach? Or maybe I should just bash their heads with some maces or stuff like that.
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
Very well. How do you expect me to handle that?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Well, get a cut.
Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going.
Okay, tell me about Helga.
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave.
What can you tell me about Kriva?
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
I do. Any help with Barcy?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
And so I left, to talk to people I care nothing about.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
I was hoping for some decent armor. I grow tired of this leather vest that I'm actually wearing right now. Also, why am I equipping those arrows? I'm never gonna use a bow. I will throw them away. But they are pieces of wood. I should be able to sell them for 1 coin each. Not so silent, is it? I wonder if I can actually distract people with that now. Okay, I also need the down guard armor. It will be my main armor for the game, and I will be able to enchant it any way I want. Hello.
What did you want?
I have a message from Brynvold. You know, you don't actually know that I'm not a customer. Are you the only one that works at the bunkhouse?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
Well, aren't you just the nicest person in the world? I have a message from Brynvold.
What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone.
This isn't about the money anymore.
Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month.
We have run out of patience.
And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin. Ask all you want. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. Not in this part of the world, anyway. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
Well, I have a message from Beowulf again.
You have my statue. What are you going to do with it?
So, should I drop the statue down a well?
Not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Well, that was a great delivery right there. Easy enough. 100 gold. Really? That's it? You know, I could have paid that myself. Never mind. Bound prone. Let's talk to the people in here.
So, can I interest you in anything today?
Your shop has the most unusual name.
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I think I've already been here. I have a message from Brindle.
What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message?
Simple. You don't pay, bad things start happening.
Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves.
Oh, we can protect ourselves. Trust me.
Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften.
I've had enough of this.
Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. I can't believe you're doing this. Stop!
Well, that was easy.
No! That urn was priceless.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have thought of that before insulting me.
All right, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold, and leave me in peace.
A pleasure doing business with you. I'm making enemies everywhere I go. Such is life. The BM Barb. Hello.
What do you want?
You may want to talk some sense into Kirava.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Thank you.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Aha, a fellow Nord.
Here for a room or something to drink?
I have
Show
a
me some
message
coin
for you.
first.
From Brynjolf.
Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier. You'll tell him I'm sorry, yes? Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
Well, again, easy. You people have no spines. I still need to level up.
yourself right. Buy armor from Grelta.
That's the alchemist's shop. Some potions, some ingredients, always good. The Rotway. Skeevers. Huh. Funny little things.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon is
So,
the place.
job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Filter of Health and Filter of True Shot. What's next?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there is more gold, I'll be more than happy to join in. Also, I have goods I need to sell.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing that well. Is that true?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
I think you better listen to Mercer and Rielle first. We could talk later.
This is gonna be fun. Okay. So, do we actually know what they want me to do? Finally. We actually have stuff to do. Do I have to wait for you? What's wrong with you? Okay, let's say we want to level up. Definitely gonna level up Magicka. So, my illusion and my conjuration are good enough, but what about my one-handed? We need some smithing skills. Also, some alchemy would be good, but alchemy can wait.
Let me show you the operation.
Very well.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Rielle. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. Do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in. I suggest you listen to what Mercer has to say, if you want to.
So let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Rielle will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something? I suggest you listen to what Mercer has to say.
Rielle assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me.
I won't.
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Good. Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
Okay, sounds simple enough.
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
What's so important about the client?
The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
Okay, what should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
Do I have to destroy the beehives?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
And you don't want me to level the entire estate?
I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
I see. So Maven Blackbriar is this influential client you spoke of
We
earlier.
had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout.
How dangerous is this person?
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison.
I seriously doubt that she has that much power. Let's talk about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries, not Riften guards.
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island.
Right.
Mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Guild chest. Which one is my bed and which one is my chest? Thieves Guild's boots.
All eyes are on you, lass.
Okay, we have things to do, people to speak to.
Hey, let's talk a second.
Very well.
You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know.
Does the guild provide other services?
I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Nelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to.
So, how did you earn your name?
It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot, and made our way out.
Sounds normal.
Well, it was. Up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run. So I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her.
So, did you get caught?
Are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That is an incredible distance to run. Well, I sneaked all the way from there to here.
Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed.
They laughed at you.
Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself.
You could have said it's personal, dude.
Need any more pickpocket training? Just let me know.
Right, so... let's go to the Ragged Flagon and speak with people. I like speaking with people. They have so many interesting things to say.
All eyes are on you.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear.
What did I just take?
One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of the guild's got. So if you think
So you're the
here
new
to replace
recruit.
me,
Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
you follow my lead and do exactly
Now,
as
you'll
I say.
Ship schooner
No questions,
was some of the
no
best
excuses.
quality I've seen in years.
Just got
Before
lucky
we
is all.
begin, I want to make
Bumped
two
into
things
someone who knew
perfectly
someone
clear.
else. The rest
One,
just writes
I'm the
itself.
best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong.
The source of your
And
age.
two,
And
you
lose
follow
out
my
just
lead
when
and
the
do
going is
exactly
getting
as I
good?
say.
No
No
thanks.
questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other.
Feeling bad.
Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
What sort of business?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
Can we do something about it?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
I heard you run into trouble at Golden Glow.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Any tips how to get there?
Well, There's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Does the guild provide other services?
If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tanelia is the best fence around.
Thank you.
And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. Hey, I still have plenty of work to do here.
Cool. Tanelia.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
I heard about you.
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course.
Of course.
I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Pretty angry, actually.
Sure.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
See your wounds are healed, but your pride still needs some time.
What will you give me for these?
Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make.
The question is, what's Mercer
Okay, you have Dwarven Bone of Deliberation. That's not gonna be useful. If a target dies within 10 seconds, fills a soul gem, I don't care. Health and stamina. That's Iron Sword of Frost. Not a very expensive weapon, but I can use it. Orcish Mace of Thunderbolts. I love maces. Undead up to level 13, flee for seconds. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I stole 3 arrows.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Misks. I also stole a basket, apparently. Flawless amethyst. Just look for stolen stuff, okay? You stole this ruby at some point, might as well sell it. Cure disease potion recipe. The Scroll of Harmony. Oh, for the love of.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
Okay,
treasures.
let's take a look then. Amulets of Sindar, we can sell those. That's a stolen thing, is it? Okay, we can sell you. I like the gloves here. I mean, the upper part looks kind of fakey, but the rest of them look cool. 2 golden rings, both of them stolen. You can have them. Light Imperial boots. Bracers. A shield. Iron shield. Leather boots. Silver amethyst ring. That was a stolen ring. Anything else? 3 rings, one of them was stolen. Silver ruby. I think we're good. $24, $21, there you go.
Now.
So, I have new armor. Prices are 10% better. Maybe I should have equipped that. Biawa's golden ring.
If you'll excuse me.
Can I drop that thing? Just asking. No, it's a quest item.
All your fight.
Such a shame.
He just tapped you off the street and dropped you into the...
And my illusion increased to level 55.
Wanted to say something to you.
You did.
I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Just keep it between us, okay?
I don't think we've ever spoken before.
Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale.
What did you think about my...
When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief.
Do you want me to tell you exactly what I think? Well, yes.
With skills like yours, why not?
I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. Made a great deal of gold doing it, too.
Jailbreaking.
It's where a client pays you to get arrested. You get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to... well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy.
So, why did you stop doing it?
Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own.
Okay.
The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again.
So why did you join the guild and not the Brotherhood?
I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief, rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that.
Lovely story.
I'm sure we'll speak again.
Yeah, sure. Stealth. Aren't you gonna question why I was there? Okay.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today?
It can. Get lost. The weather is kinda blue.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the pawned prawn over by the market.
Didn't I steal stuff from you? Okay. Let's do this job and actually, I don't know. Still other stuff? We'll see how everything goes. Isn't life grand? Hello, little firefly.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
You're a guard. You already have a job. Or are you too scared to fight dragons? So technically I don't have any weapons. That's how I like it. Is that a fish that was looking after me? Don't get stuck, please. Okay, pickpocketing will be nice. Yeah, I can keep doing that. Not that I need to, but I actually do want to get that invisibility spell and cast it freely when I need to. I do believe that with combination with that spell and the... what was it called? Muffled and silent casting, right? I'll be almost unstoppable and completely invisible. Okay, do I need to burn something? Let's go with the sewer. Okay, thank you. Hello, rat. I accidentally got caught there. I mean, it's embarrassing because I couldn't sneak up on a rat. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So yes, you can actually draw their attention when casting silently spells. Damn it. There you go. Guide to better thieving. So, you want to make it as a cut purse, you want to live a life of criminal always one step ahead of everyone, and pockets brimming with septums. Maybe it appeals to you to try and earn a living by robbing some wealthy merchant or extorting your local shopkeepers. Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't bother. For every skilled thief I've met in my day, I've seen 20 who thought they had what it took and ended up rotting in jail. But you're anything like me, you don't listen to advice. You do whatever you want and never let anyone else tell you otherwise. To oblivion with the risks. All that matters is the coin. Sound familiar? If it does, then this book might just teach you the difference between acting like a petty thief and a master criminal. I know what you're thinking. Who is this Wilmar? Who does he think he is, telling me how to be a better thief? What makes him an expert? Simple. Maybe you heard about that haste in Morholt, when Queen Bethoth coronation crown went missing, or perhaps the tale of the Elder Scroll gone missing from the White Gold Tower reached your ears. That's right, it was yours truly. Well, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't. I've done just about every kind of job you can imagine, and I've got the symptoms to put away to prove it. How else could one ex-thief find the resources to publish his own book? He could just write it, and if it's a good book, he can publish it, I don't know. Now that I have your attention, let's start with two of the most fundamental skills you'll need to sharpen your want to make it as a thief. Or cuptors, okay, cuppers. Picking locks and picking pockets, and before you roll your eyes and throw this book aside in disgust, I can promise you that the easiest way you're going to get caught is by ignoring the basics, but if you can master these activities, you'll find yourself swimming in coin. Picking pockets is one of the easiest skills to learn, but you'd be surprised how often I've seen novice thieves mock it up. The lesson here is twofold. First, know your surroundings, and second, know your approach. Where and when you decide to go fishing is just as important as who you can choose to your mark. Follow the wow. There is never a need to rush. Wait until they're somewhere isolated and out of the earshot of any guard. But most importantly, always know when to let the mark go. Getting pinched simply isn't worth the risk. There will always be plenty of other marks who come along with their pockets full. As far as to approach goes, don't drop your crouch until you're completely off the mark's view, directly behind and preferably close to them. Don't spend too much deciding what you will lift either. A good thief should be able to hit a mark and make it off with something vulnerable in less than 5 seconds. Last of all, paying this trade at night will greatly reduce your chances of getting caught. If you have no other choice and you have to do it at the daylight, just make sure you aren't out in the open. Lockpicking is an art that makes years of master. The important thing is to remember is that no two are alike, each one behaving completely differently. As long as you keep your wits about you and your patience, you'll find them easy to defeat, and you'd be initially expected. Good picks and always essential. Make sure you have plenty of them tucked away in your pockets. Always take your time and keep a light torch at the picks. When the tumbles begin to fall in place, you should feel the pick tremble, even so slightly. This means you are near the sweet spot. Slow down at that point and only move at the point at which the finest torch. If you blind poke at the lock like an old man, all you're going to end up with is a bunch of broken picks and equally broken pride. As a last resort, if the lock is completely confronted, there is always an option of smashing it. Just keep in mind that this is rarely successful and could potentially make a great deal of noise. By using my techniques, I'm not merely suggesting you'll be a successful thief, I'm giving you a solid guarantee. All it takes is a little bit of patience and a great deal of patience. Then maybe, just maybe, you'll become as successful as Wolfmare. In my next volume, we'll move on to another important tool in your arsenal, sneaking. I'll prove to you that the shadows can be just as potent as a weapon at your blade, if you know how to bend it to your will. Well, at least this guy had something to read before he died a gruesome death. Easy. Plentiful stamina, sapphire, solution of strength. That's something I can actually use. Mostly because I still have quite a lot of things I'm carrying. Plenty of stuff I haven't sold. And that's why I need invisibility. That would have been such an easy kill. Ooh, a shovel. Nice. This room is too dark to even look for traps, honestly. There we go, completely healed. Also, I found a place to sleep if I get myself too tired. Awesome. There is also a soul stone or whatever, not a soul stone. A sign stone? So I did all of that and fell into the water. Obviously a master thief right here. Okay.
There's no escape.
I can go into the water. Come on, you weaklings. This is a perfect place to cast this range spell that makes them all angry at each other, and just watch them as they fight each other for no good reason whatsoever. This one still lives. Careful, you're gonna kill someone with that mace. Oh, that was the idea, was it? Oh, you're pathetic with it then.
God damn you!
There goes one of you. Okay, let's level up. Both my health and magicka are fine. I think we're gonna go with stamina this time. If I get that archer, I'm gonna stick it out right up his eye. Just take his weapons. His armor is not that impressive. Gonna take that, it's expensive at least.
Brilliant. What was that? Now you're mine. Never should have come. Just a scratch.
You kidding me?
There's no victory.
Damn archers. Anyway, let's try this again. Actually, you know, I'm gonna go back. Sleep till day comes. Where did I actually... Huh. Ah, there you are. So I can see them a little bit better. And yes, they will be able to see me as well, but you know, it doesn't matter that much. Wait, you can't sleep on that? Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to assume that you killed yourself, actually. No one leaves the wine. Okay, so I wasn't able to see them, but they did see me. Still alive? Okay, let's heal ourselves, then we're gonna continue fighting. Ow, ow.
Nothing. You're a disgrace to your own kind.
My own kind. Let's level up before I die. Give me some more stamina, as agreed upon. Oh, by the way, can I actually add some more skills for my one-handed weapon? Not yet. We need one more point, and then 10 more points, of course. Savage Strike. Standing power attacks do bonus damage. One dead.
Your best?
Still alive. Did you just kill the chicken? Gotcha. Your turn.
Lucky. Hate. Victory is yours, I suppose.
We have 3 archers.
Right. End it.
Genius at work here. Red mountain flower. Yeah, that's what we needed. Did I kill 3 or 4? There you are. Scaled horn arm. Some chicken eggs. They can turn you invisible, you know. I honestly can't say where he is. I bet it's the fish again. Can't I harvest some bees? Okay. I've got the spark. Language, mate.
Have a chance. Damn you.
Okay. Ah, there you are. Oh, you found me.
This ends now.
Wrong button.
That's it. That's all you got.
Well, that was fun. Chicken breasts, yay. Life of Uriel Septon the 7th? Yes, 7th. Rising Thread, Volume 3. There you go. Oh, apples. Something to eat. That's empty. There's some cheese here. Unable to run. Well, it's not the food's fault. I mean, I am carrying too much armor. I actually think it's the weapons that are slowing me down. Yeah, I'll leave both of them and the steel sword. I like money, but I'm not that much of a greed, should I say. Powerful healing potion. Just in case. This guy has a lot of food. Alrighty. Go through the door. Wait 4, value 10, not worth it.
What was that?
I don't know.
Huh?
Oh, come on. Oh, you didn't see me.
Hello? Who's there?
You can't beat me. What you want?
Oh, come on. Jump over the bloody table. Ah, it's a chair. No wonder then. As we all know, chairs are the banes of everything. If you can't pass them. Let's try this again. Actually, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. So, yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.